Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gene Edwards. You are watching Lube for February the 18th, 2022. This is my preview for the Edmonton.Oilers Colorado Avalanche game that will take place tomorrow at 1 p.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's right, another afternoon game. We know how the Oilers fare up against afternoon games, not to mention some of the stuff that is evolving in the locker room right now, as there's a bit of an illness. I'll get into that shortly. However, unfortunately, last night, due to that loss, it overshadowed some of the amazingness. It obviously overshadowed Ben Stelter night first and foremost. But one thing that it did overshadow that was pretty big was Connor McDavid, and I'm going to get into that too with his 100-point season. But unfortunately, right now, the Edmonton Oilers are dealing with some kind of bug, some kind of virus. They haven't said if it was COVID or not. I think COVID is kind of now kept under as a silent kind of thing. But yeah, unfortunately, several players, and there is rumors that maybe Leon Draisaitl could be one of these guys, and that would explain why he hasn't been playing with as much pep in his step as he normally has. But they're saying even D-R-N-A, but of course he's now lent to the Bakersfield Condors. Apparently last night also Stuart Skinner left the bench after the first period. The emergency backup was going to take over should it be needed if Campbell got injured or whatnot. So yeah, apparently the Oilers are going through a bit of a flu thing, and it's at the worst possible time because right now they are in such a dogfight in that Pacific Division, and you don't need any stumbling stones, especially when you got teams like Colorado who have picked up their game and is playing very well, and then you got the Bruins a couple times later this month. So it's gonna be a tough go. Like I said, due to that loss last night, it did overshadow some amazing thing, or an amazing thing by Connor McDavid last night, as he has registered his that's right, sixth 100-point season. Now, guys, I'm old enough to have been, and I was living in Edmonton, and I got to see many games back when it was a 21-team league, when Ziegler was running the league. And I got to see greatness, but I was too young to really understand it. I'm telling you right now, what we are witnessing, and we're witnessing it during his career, is basically a legend. We are witnessing a legend. We're talking about a guy that is probably going to be immortalized when his career is done and over, giving Wayne Gretzky some company outside of Rogers Place as they'll erect a statue after him. I almost can see it. Of course, there's one thing that he's going to need to do before that statue comes, and that's get us a Stanley Cup. But if he can get that, I can almost guarantee that Wayne Gretzky will have some company outside of Rogers Place with a Connor McDavid statue at the end of his career. It's so unfortunate that his 100-point season was kind of dismissed by such a poor third period by the Oilers, but it is what it was. Connor, congratulations, man. You are legendary. I don't know if you'll ever get to watch this, but you are an absolute legend. Love you, brother. So yeah, moving on. Chris Johnson today reports that there is possibly a extension being bolstered up for Jesse Puljujärvi to increase his trade value. I was kind of shocked when I heard that, but it does kind of make sense. Here we are, we're talking about putting him on waivers, we're going to trade him. Now we're talking extending him like he's all over the map. He is more talked about than Connor McDavid, and that's crazy, but it literally is. Puljujärvi's like just always in the news now, always a topic of conversation. We're hoping that Holland makes a move soon. I mean, Toronto's already done it. New York Rangers have already done it. Toronto, by the way, if those of you don't know, obtained Ryan O'Reilly from the St. Louis Blues. So yeah, they're all in and stuff. Now I'm hoping that we get to see Ken Holland do something very similar. Hopefully he can acquire either Patrick Kane or Eric Carlson or something, or hey, why not both of them? But that would be like literally impossible. But we'll see what happens here going forward. Anyway, tomorrow we do have a game, and it's between the Edmonton Oilers and the Stanley Cup champion Colorado Avalanche as they collide in an afternoon battle. And afternoon battles usually don't fare up very well with the Edmonton Oilers. And right now, with the team decimated with illness, I don't like their chances. I have to say, I really don't like their chances. Colorado coming into this game with a record of 30, 19, and 5 for 65 points. Third in the Central, the Oilers 30, 19, and 7 for 67 points. Fourth in the Pacific. Like I say, decimated roster. And when I go through the lines, you'll know what I mean. Actually, I'm going to get right into that right now. As here is your lines. That's right. You see that empty void on the left wing on the fourth line? That's what the Oilers went in basically yesterday's game. And so this hasn't changed since prior to the New York Rangers game. This is still the same lineup. I don't have any current updates. However, I imagine Devin Shore will take that fourth line center and then move Derek Ryan over. That's what I think is going to happen. But anyway, as it stands right now, you got Nuge with McDavid and Hyman, Kane with Draisaitl and Yamamoto, Janmark with McLeod and Fogle, and my guess is going to be Derek Ryan on that left side, Devin Shore and Puljujarvi. Your defensive pairings are going to be Nurse, Ceci, Kulik, Barry, Broberg, and Bouchard. And almost 100% guaranteed Jack Campbell will be starting since Stuart Skinner is now sick as well. Seems like something's floating around. Even me, I've been sick all week too. So I don't know what exactly is going on, but yeah. So anyway, guys, that's about all I have for you right now. Like I say, it's going to be a tough go for the Oilers. And I want to be a believer, but I think it's going to be a tough one for tomorrow for them to get 2 points. I'll be extremely happy if they manage to pull off the 2 points, but it's going to be a tough go for them. Anyway, guys, I will see you tomorrow. As always, stay healthy, stay happy, stay hydrated. We will see you post-game live tomorrow, and you have a good one. Have a good night.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I show you what